Hi everyone, I'm Derrick. I'm the director of Oversteer. Oversteer is Singapore's first car racing movie, and if you haven't caught it, I don't know why, so please do go and watch it. It's historical. How did I get into cars? Very, very interesting. So from a very young age, like I think from about 13 years old, I was in Malaysia during my holidays, and I just basically grabbed my car keys from my dad and just drove around. So yeah, so that's how I actually started. Like 13 years old, and you can only do that in Malaysia. And basically that started everything. And then also I used to join the car rallies in Kallang back then. Back then we don't have a track in Singapore. So back then in the 80s we only had car rallies, and I used to attend those car rallies. Yeah, so that's how it started. Yeah. How did I choose the cars in the movie? That's also a nice question. So basically, my first car in Singapore was an S13, a 200 XX. Yeah, so it was a love affair for me that I wanted to have the car for a long time, but due to financial issues, I had to let go of the car. I loved the car but at that time it was strange because at that time there was no real drift scene yet in Singapore, and the car, I sold it for a big loss. So I actually had a lot of regret for that car, and that's why it's actually featured in Oversteer. Also because Oversteer has drift scenes, and I felt that the S13 would be the most suitable car for the hero car. Every stunt, every car scene that we did was done by the real racers and the real drifters. So besides, I think only Feng's character, he can only drive the cars, so he only perform very minor stunts. The rest, whoever you saw on screen, are the real people who perform the stunts, yeah, which is great. What films or directors have inspired me? Very interesting. Basically, my culture has been very much influenced by Hong Kong. And basically, people my age have been influenced by the Hong Kong culture mostly. So I think one of my all-time favorite directors is Johnny To. There was a time when I was at Hong Kong Film Festival. I was lucky enough to run into him and talk to him about films, and I was just this fan talking to him. So fun. Because I think the thing I like about Johnny To is that he can make both art films and commercial films, and he makes it work. Very few directors can do it as successfully as him, to make both work. And yeah, I think that's why I like Johnny To and have always been inspired by him. You know. And then in terms of what films have inspired me, I think it's more like what is my own directing style. So I think my directing style is a bit and influenced by Wong Kar-wai. So I think because we somehow all work with like less budgets in the beginning, and we are in our decisions and creative decisions and ideas are influenced by the fact that we have less money, and so we tend to make films with less dialogue, more visual driven, and a lot of monologue. Yeah. Also, we both are suckers for like love, romance, or anti-romance, some people say. Yeah. So I think that's it. Yeah.